body and place them both in mine. You know you stopped me dead while I was passing by, and now I beg to see you dance just one more time.
Good afternoon, everyone. Every year, the Marian Institute celebrates English Day with different activities. This year, we have named it Express Yourself in English. Welcome to this wonderful experience.
English is one of the most spoken languages all over the world, so some students from 11th and 10th grade are going to talk about its importance.
¿Por qué aprender inglés enriquece nuestros conocimientos culturales? La respuesta es más simple de lo que parece. Cuando aprendemos un nuevo idioma, ampliamos nuestra visión del mundo y comprendemos otros estilos de pensamiento. El inglés, como sabemos, es probablemente el idioma más importante de aprender en el mundo, siendo considerado como el idioma universal, pues la mayoría de las comunicaciones, negocios y relaciones internacionales son llevados a cabo usando este idioma. En este caso, conocer varias culturas es el medio para tener una vida intelectual, afectiva, moral y espiritual más enriquecedora, así como construir nuevas relaciones que pueden beneficiar tu carrera profesional. Tener las herramientas para poder comunicarte eficientemente con la gente de cualquier parte del mundo es una habilidad profesional clave y cada vez más importante en el entorno laboral multicultural de hoy en día. Con la globalización y evolución del Internet, cada vez son más los ámbitos que exigen dominio de este idioma. Es por este motivo que a diario son más notorias las personas que buscan adquirir todo el conocimiento posible del inglés, así como lograr posicionarse dentro de todas las oportunidades académicas o profesionales que se pueden generar. En conclusión, el inglés es todo lo que la vida moderna presenta como requisito para avanzar. Todo se hace posible cuando primeramente le dedicas un tiempo especial al aprendizaje. Y lo otro sucede solo poco a poco. Solo necesitas dejarte llevar por la maravilla de este idioma.
Aprender inglés mediante los juegos. ¿Cómo aprender inglés? Primero que todo, para aprender inglés, más rápidamente lo que necesitas es prestar atención a las bases que te dan en primaria y mediante estas bases ir desarrollando tu propio concepto y modo de aprendizaje del inglés, o sea, sé autónomo. Esto sería lo más básico para tomar en cuenta, y aquí viene lo divertido. Si ustedes como jóvenes no les agrada o no se sienten cómodos con el modo tradicional de aprender inglés, así como señalé en mi primer punto, podrían cada uno de ustedes tomar un enfoque distinto para llegar a que les agrade el inglés y lo aprendan más rápidamente. Do you want to know how? Inglés mediante los juegos. Games in general can be an incredible way to learn English, and you may wonder how? Well, it will show you some example of how to learn English through games. It is simple. Normally in the games they bring text and English. Example of this can be online games. I suppose that most of you know Roblox, or also the Free Fire, or also League of Legends. These games being online have the ability to change the language, and this will be a good start to learn English, since as you adapt more to the game you learn the names of each of its button or menus in English, and the same's not. But I have a lot to memorize simple things such as menú igual a menú, ajustes igual a settings, y cajas igual a box, y volumen igual a volumen. Y así sucesivamente a medida que va jugando. Este sería el punto más importante en este caso, que es la interacción con las personas. Not only change the game to English will help you a lot, but also the interaction with people through the game takes place, since generally in online games the English language is used a lot or too much, since not only you want to have fun and learn at the same time, and this is one of the biggest advantages since interaction with people in English is one of the easiest ways to learn the language quickly, and on top of that, having fun playing a game with your friends. And it's also based on your own dedication and desire to learn. You are giving to tools facilitate your learning. Just dedicate yourself, study, and have fun doing it. Les traduzco lo que acabo de decir. En fin, también se basa en tu propia dedicación y ganas de aprender. Si te están dando las herramientas para facilitar tu aprendizaje, solo dedícate, estudia y obviamente diviértete haciendo lo que es lo más importante. Gracias por prestar atención.
Hi everybody, my name is Maria Camila Villalobos and today I'm going to talk to you about why English is important to university students and professionals. English is the second most widely used language around the world and it has become a basic need for professionals. 80% of the job offers have the command of English as a requirement. Knowing English can give you an advantage and is part of the daily life of university students and professionals. You can access to content that is in this language such as articles, books, news pages, and thus support your research. English is important to university careers because it can help you to communicate with people from another countries, it can give you personal satisfaction, and also can help you to see the world from different perspectives. The importance of this language is that you can read, you can participate in forums, and apply to scholarships or exchange programs. Be aware of the news, among other benefits. And in the part of the jobs, English is the most sought language by employers, followed by German and French. You might think that I am telling you this. I'm telling you this because it's really important to you to know English because it can help you to reach your goals and your dreams.
Speak English for the professionals means to be exposed to many job opportunities, many jobs like in business. But even knowing this, many professionals don't speak English without have a big differential at the moment to search job opportunities. Professionals who speak English get wins in average 30% more salary than someone who doesn't, even without postgraduate studies. Many companies prefer more professionals who speak two languages than professionals who have postgraduate studies but without English.
Imagine that you have a company and surprisingly clients start arriving who want to work with you. When suddenly the business of the year arrives, the super client, everything is going well. Your company takes a slip, but it seems that the negotiation should be closed with someone to only speak English and you only speak Spanish.
From time to time, you should find out about new advances in your professional field to be updated. That way, you guarantee that your abilities are not left behind and you might not be considered for a job opportunity. However, 75% of the advanced documentation is in English, and mastering this language, you can access it. This will give you an advantage over other professionals. This is not only if you decide to research and update yourself. Also, if you want to study abroad for a postgraduate or master degree, knowing English will be essential.
Stand out from other professionals. It is more valuable for multinational companies that their businessmen speak a second language, such as English. Even for 90% of the best position in a multinational, it is a requirement to speak English. And if you speak this language, you will be an ideal candidate. Now, perhaps the question arises, if the job is in Spanish, why do they demand to know English? Although most of the tasks will be in Spanish, there may be a situation where you will have to access and consult documentation in English, especially if you are aspiring to a position of responsibility and leadership. You will need different communication skills.
Many professionals do not find a stable job with a good salary, and knowing English considerably increases your competitive. Being bilingual increases your chances of finding a job faster by 44%. Professionals with a bilingual profile are very rare in Colombia, so you will be privileged and you will be able to stand out above other professionals who do not speak English as a second language.
Expand your network of professional contacts. Studying English open your mind to new cultures and allow you meet new people. This way, you build relationships with different professionals from other areas that can help you in the future. In addition, you will learn from their experience and situations in other parts of the world.
Speaking English boosts your career and opens doors for you to have opportunities to work abroad. In this way, you can consolidate what you have learned at university and gain experience that will allow you to develop new skills. This means that both in your country of origin and in others, you can have better job offers.
6. Establish international business relations. Among in the benefit of speaking English is the mastering the language of global commerce and the business world. Therefore, you will be able to enter international business and provide service or sell products in other countries.
Good management is a very important factor for the proper functioning of a company. Directing projects, research, and establishing alliances with other companies are the task of those in high-level positions, and to complete these duties is essential to know English. That is, by speaking English, you will have a better chance of to incorporate later and rise to a managerial position. Otherwise, you are unlikely to reach those jobs, because currently a large part of companies seek to internationalism.
Undertake business in foreign markets. By knowing another language, you can carry out personal projects and develop business ideas with greater chances of success. Learning English today is a great option if you want to have your own business, because you can communicate with potential partners or investors and discover needs that you can meet in other regions of the world.
It is normal that you decide to focus on one area of your profession. However, there are other branches that can be explored. This does not mean that you abandon the field that you are passionate about. On the contrary, it is to discover others that complement it. To learn some of these topics and advanced methodologies, it is necessary to speak English, and specifically, the sectors that we are most unfamiliar with are related to technological advances and the digital world, areas that currently expand work possibilities and provide us full solutions to companies.
At carries a vision of progress and continuous improvement. Learning English is not only about understanding a new language, but also about exploring cultures and ideas. Thus, you strengthen your knowledge and discover other horizons that encourage you want to educate yourself more. With this, you develop initiative and creativity to provide proactive and effective solutions in the company.
Learning English is a process that starts to an early age. Here are some activities children in elementary level have done during their virtual classes in this isolation time.
Eli, dale tú.
Voy a comenzar con shoulder. Toes. Foot. Arm. Knee. Hand. Fingers. Leg. Hair. Mouth. Eyes. Nose. Ear. Head. Ya, terminé.
Bueno, Luciana, comenzaremos con el body part o partes del cuerpo. Te voy a dar los nombres en inglés, las partes del cuerpo que se encuentran acá en la mesa y tú lo vas a ubicar en la cartelera que se encuentra en la parte de atrás. ¿Entendiste?
Sí.
Bueno, comenzamos con yeah.
Cabeza.
Yang. Finger. Leg. Shoulder. Knee. Arm. Toes. Foot. Mouth. Nose. Lid. Eyes. Yeah. Muy bien, Luciana, lo hiciste muy bien.
Gracias.
It is the elephant. It is huge and strong. It has 4 legs and long arms. It has got big ears. It has long fronts. It is a pretty animal. This is the lion. It is strong and good looking. It has pretty and so far. It has long beard.
It has hairy breast. This is the dog. No, pinche perro. It is cute and smart. It has curly hair and pretty. It has long ears. It has round eyes. It has 4 legs. This is the turtle. It is weak because it is slow. It has a small tail. It has square figures. It has fat legs. It has small eyes. This is the giraffe. It is handsome and tall. It has a small antler. It has long legs and neck.
Hello, my name is Isabel Ardila. I am 9 years old. My favorite fruit is strawberry, and my favorite color is blue. And I also enjoy my English lesson a lot. Goodbye.
Hello, my name is Nicholas. Describe animals. Giraffe. She is giraffe. That as script. I shed as allows. They is very good. Cow strong. Lion. There is lion as claws very foot. As big areas as tail, as strong legs and is support. Rooster is the rooster as big as feathers as small as is small and as top short legs. Bull. It is bull, it is goat, or it is big, it is strong, it is got 4 legs. Dog. The dog is coated is small as leg coated as brown edges is airy as large ears as fun. Bye. Thank you.
Hello, my dear friends. My name is Andres Camilo. I want to talk to you about my daily routine. First of all, I get up at 6 o'clock. Then I brush my teeth every morning. After that, I take a shower. Then I get dressed. Then I breakfast and I go to school early morning. Then I finish my day of class. I are formed. Then I lunch. I watch TV every afternoon. After that, I dinner with my family every night. Bye bye.
My name is Alanis. I am 10 years old and I study at Instituto Marian. I get up at 8 a.m. My schedule has changed because of the pandemic that has been present all over the world, virus COVID-19. After waking up, I am going to breastfeed. I wash my dishes and I go to my personal Irish wish, and I do the activities they love me on the platform, and in the afternoon I make other things, and to the 10 p.m. I go to sleep.
Hello, my name is Luis Manuel Baños Villalobos from 6B grade. I'm going to share my guitar poem. My guitar is my complement, it a wicked feeling, as I can see, as it produces melody, like my soul. She's everything for me, she's been my sorrow for joy. It's like the chorus can make me so happy. She is my favorite friend, she is my compliment, my guitar. It's like the chorus can make me so happy. She is my favorite friend, she is my compliment, my guitar. My guitar is my compliment, it a weekend feeling, as I gotta see, and see to it. It produces melody that share my soul. She's everything for me. She's been my sorrow for joy. It's like the chorus that makes me so happy. She is my favorite friend. She is my compliment, my dear guitar. It's like the chorus that makes me so happy. She is my favorite friend. She is my compliment, my dear guitar. Thank you.
Through the language, we can express lots of feelings and emotions, and technology has been very useful both face-to-face and virtual classes, as you can watch it in a conversation between students from 8th grade and some poems by 9th grade.
What do you do? I am singer. Really? What's a nice job? What about you? What do you do? I'm a pilot. You are pilot? Yes. Oh, that's an exciting job. Any of love. To love is to share light. To bloom is special plant food for two. To work side by side. And they smiled with pride. Is well by 1, 3 and come home. To love is to help and encourage. With a smile and sincere word of praise. To take time to share. To listen and care. Entender a fashion ways.
Hello, my name is Carla Nieves Lambilar, 9th grade course at the Marlin Institute, and my poems is about dreams. Dreams for Langston Hughes. Hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, like broken with birds that cannot fly. Hold fast to dreams, for when dreams go, life is a barren field, frozen with snow.
Just 3 little words don't seem like enough for someone who is a smile stole brightens my day. With touch can make me forget the rest of the world. they don't seem like enough for someone who's always better to celebrate with me when everything goes my way, and to hold my hand when my whole world seems to fall apart. But even though I love you, can't express the depth of my feeling for you. I hope you know what's in my heart, because loving you means more to me than anything in the world. And I always will.
We can use English in different ways. For example, in 10th grade, the students recreated some stories taken from Canterbury Tales, an interesting book from Geoffrey Chaucer, which is made of several stories told by the pilgrims in his travel to Canterbury Cathedral. The Knight's Tale, Palamon and Arcite. In Athens, the capital of Greece, a long time ago, there was a strong, strategic, and brave soldier named Duke Theseus, who, along with his wife and sister-in-law, were one of the most respected and important people in the city. It's said that both were extremely beautiful. They lived together and apparently they were loved by their people. But not everything was peace during his reign, because Creon, an enemy of Athens, decided to declare war. And in just the beginning of it, they had already dominated one of the towns, Thebes. The moment the Duke knew what had happened, he and his soldiers left for Thebes, where they killed Creon. In the service of Creon, two young men whose names were Palamon and Arcite were fighting. After being wounded in battle, they were arrested and sent to Athens, where they were prisoners in a huge tower for many years, by order of the same Duke who considered them enemies. One morning, walking through the Theseus' garden was Emily, Queen Hippolyta's sister. Palamon, who was watching her through a window, was amazed with her beauty, to the point of starting to cry, and he instantly falls in love with her. His partner of prison, when asked why was he crying and also seeing at the window, he fell head over heels in love with the beautiful lady. The friends began to argue about who deserved the love of the Duke's sister-in-law. But of course, they were prisoners. They will never succeed, both reflected.
The friendship between these knights quickly deteriorates over their competition for Emily's love. But after a long time, Arcite was released. This happened because he was an acquaintance of an esteemed Duke's friend. The prisoner was very dear to him, so he convinced Theseus and sent him to exile. So on the only condition that he not return to Athens, till him with cutting off his head. Before leaving, Arcite spoke to Palamon, telling him how lucky he was to be able to see Emily, while he could never do it again. But he didn't encourage him, because his friend was free, and had a chance to win in a battle against the Duke to so finally marry her. But life wasn't so generous with Arcite. After leaving Athens, he got sick due to the deep sadness and melancholy caused by being away from his beloved. Through a dream, the god Mercury said him that if he wants to be happy again, he should go back to Athens. After this, he decided to return, because he had nothing if he didn't have his lady. Luckily for him, the disease caused many physical changes, to the point that he was almost unrecognizable, and that was how he became Emily's servant, and worked for her for 7 long but happy years. During all this time, Palamon was still a prisoner, but one glorious day he was able to escape thanks to a friend. His plan then was to go home and then come back and murder Theseus to marry Emily. He ran like never before in his life. He hid in the wood and rested.
After a while, the time for the meeting came out, but the queen, Emily, and the duke were casually riding in the place. Theseus stopped the fight, to which both offered to be killed if the other was too. They also confessed their love to the young woman. Theseus, who was furious, would have killed them both had it not been for the intervention of all the maidens who were there. It was then that he proposed their friendship to which both swore loyalty. After this, he continued proposing a final battle to define who would be worthy of being Emily's husband. It consisted they'll have 1 year to bring 100 men. The winner of the confrontation will take Emily as wife. Both of them gratefully accepted, and returned to Thebes to get prepared. Theseus built a place of the war. The place had stone walls and white doors in the east and west sides. Also, he built 3 temples, a temple of Venus, the goddess of love, one of Diana, the goddess of moon, and a temple of Mars, the god of war. After a year, they both returned with 100 knights. They found out about the temples and decided to visit them. Palamon decided to go to the temple of Venus. He thought that she would help him. If he loses, he wished for a quick death. When he visited the temple, he saw that Venus moved her head. This made him think the goddess would help him. On the other hand, Arcite decided to visit the temple of Mars, asking for help to win the battle. Suddenly, the temple's doors started to move, and the fire in front of Mars' picture increased. Then a voice said, "You'll win, Arcite." To hear this, he got really happy, and he affirmed he would win.
Many people went to see the war, including Theseus, the queen, and Emily. The rule was that the one who was hurt would be prisoner and automatically the opponent would win the hand of Emily. At the end, Palamon was hurt and Arcite won. He rode forward Emily, but his horse got scared and both of them fell down. When the doctor arrived, he said that Arcite was very sick and he would die. Arcite said to Emily that he loved her so much, and if she wished a husband, she would choose Palamon because it would make him very happy when he died. In that moment, he closed his eyes, and before of his death, he said Emily. After Arcite's death and his talk with Palamon, Theseus called to Emily. He took her hand and said, "Emily, all my people want to be friends with the people of Thebes. If you agree to marry Palamon, then we'll stop being enemies. Take good Palamon, Emily, and marry him. He's loved you for a long time." Listening to music is a good way to improve listening and speaking. To close this event, you can appreciate the talent of some students at Marlian Institute.
Yes, come running from you. Come running from you. And all my life I promise to keep running from you. Keep running from
Put your hand on my shoulder, hold me in your arms, baby. Squeeze me on some tight, show me that you love me good. Put your listeners to mine, there. Won't you kiss me on, baby? Just a kiss goodnight, maybe. You I will fall in love. People say the last again, you just can't win. If there's a way, it's feel it someday, and that is what we trust in. Put your hand on my shoulder, whisper in my ear, babe. What I want to hear, tell me that you love me too. Put your hand on my shoulder, whisper in my ear, baby. What I want to hear, baby. Put your hand on my shoulder.
Thanks to all the students that made possible this activity and all the people who was with us. Bye!
They say, oh my God,